Hey guys, welcome back to the Code Studio. Today we will learn about methods in Java. In case you haven't seen our previous video, the link is given in the description. Please do watch it. In this video, we will learn about methods, how to declare and define our own methods, how to pass arguments, and how we can change return type. So let's move to our coding environment. Here we are back on our Eclipse IDE. Today we are going to learn about methods or the functions that will help us a better way of object orientation. A function help us to process something rather than writing the whole logic again and again. So first of all, let us create a class. We'll name it methods, right? And finish. So here it is our class. Now this public static void main function is also a method, but we will talk about this main function in the further videos. Now we will see some methods like this. Here, this println is a function or a method in Java. So when you print, you invoke a function called println. And here in the brackets, whatever we write are called arguments, right? So let me write this is an argument. Okay, so this println is responsible for printing on the screen. So when I'll run, it will show me this is an argument, right? Now println here is a method of variable called out, right? Out is a variable of class printstream, and then printstream is a subclass of class system. You can know everything about this by just pressing control and clicking on the statement, right? We will talk about this in our further videos while we advance to make our basic Java projects. Now let us begin by defining and creating our own methods. So first of all, we won't define our method in this main function. We will define it outside the main function but inside this class. Okay, so let me write public static. You don't worry about public and static keywords. We will discuss about these two keywords in our further videos too. So now we will create our own method, public static void hello. So what this hello will do, this will print something on the screen like a welcome message. So let us write, okay. And now what we will do, we will call this method in the main function. So what is a calling of method? We'll write here the name of the method. Don't forget the brackets, and we'll put a semicolon. So here, this is called calling of a function. Whenever a function is called, anything and everything inside the function will be processed. Okay, so let's run. First, this line would be printed like C. Now again, this is the role of interpreter. Interpreter first comes to this line and prints this line. Then interpreter comes here and it sees hello, like a function is called. So interpreter directly moves to the function definition. So here we have defined a function. So interpreter comes here and print this line after this. So this is an argument and hi there, right? Now, like you can see in println method, we have passed an argument, right? So let us try passing argument here. It will show me an error. The method hello in this type method is not applicable for the argument string. So what does it say? This method or the function of class methods does not hold any string argument. So to resolve this error, we will write here string message. Okay, so whatever we will pass here would come in this message, and here rather than hi there we will print message, right? So now just save it and run. See, we have passed hello. The hello is now stored in the variable message, and then we have printed message and it has been printed. Now what if I try to enter some integer value like 85 and then I'll run? It will give me an error. Type unresolved complication problem. Type methods is not applicable for arguments int. So basically it says that hello over here does not accepts int type argument, rather it accepts string type argument. So to resolve this problem, let us declare another function with same name, and instead of string we'll write int, and instead of message let us change it to number, right? So here we will print the number. Now if we pass an integer over here and run this, so now it will give me 85. Now as we have passed 85 here, the interpreter will first come to this line and then come to this line. So whenever interpreter comes to this line, it will see a function named hello has been called. Now in the class, two copies of hello are present, and interpreter also sees an argument is passed of type int. So interpreter directly matches this method with this, and then it executes this line. Rather, if we have written like this, and then if I would run, now it has executed this method. See, if I double slash it, and now if I run it, it will show me an error, right? So interpreter knows that if this argument is passed, this method has to be invoked, and if an integer value has been passed, this method has to be invoked, right? Now here you have seen we can concatenate the strings, right? We can pass more than one variable here. So let us create a function that accepts more than one argument. So first of all, let me clear this out, and we will create function of again public static void more than one, right? Here in the arguments, let us pass a string, message, and a int, let's say number, right? And see, so this is our method public static void more than one string message comma int number. So now this method accepts more than one argument. So first of all, let us write some code inside this. We'll write hello plus number. Now let us call this method more than one. We'll first pass some string like hello, and then a number like 29, and then we'll run. See, hello 29. What if I pass only one argument, either int or either string? So let me do this and run it. So the method more than one in the type methods is not applicable for the argument strings. So it is saying that it takes more than one argument a string and a int, and we have passed only a string. So it is compulsory for us to pass another argument of type int, then and then only it will run. Right, see. Right? Now, all of these methods are of type void. It doesn't return anything, right? They just print everything. So now let us create a method with a return type. Let me remove this and this too. And now we'll create a public static int that will return an integer type, return integer, right? We'll take an argument like say int a. Now if I write sys out and write a in main, let us call this method return integer 3, right? And as in when I run this will give me an error, and basically error is this method must return a result of type int. So we can't print anything over here. Instead it should return a. Right now if I run, this code will run without any errors, though it won't print anything for this method. So what we can do, we can just write sys out and enter this in our as an argument and see 3 would be printed. Another way of doing this is we will create integer variable, right? Like we'll create int b. What would be the value of b? We'll store it here. So now return integer 3 stores or returns a into b, and if I write this out b and save it, and as I run it will print 3. So here we have just taken the value of a from here and returned it into b, and as and when we print b it prints 3. So today we learned about what are methods, how we can declare and define our own methods, how we can pass arguments in our methods, how we can pass multiple arguments in our methods, and how we can change the return type of methods. This was all the basics about methods what we have done today. That's it for today, guys. In case you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for timely updates. Thank you.